Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Audrey and today we're playing on my island of Pawview, and if you don't know this about Pawview by now, it is my hard mode island. And if you don't know what hard mode is, it is a Animal Crossing challenge created by Pat, also known as Nintentalk, here on YouTube, and it's basically just Animal Crossing, but you're playing with a ton of extra rules, like you can't go to Treasure Island, you have to find all your own items, all kinds of fun things like that. As a part of hard mode, there's this big portion of it called markets, where basically you buy and trade and sell items from other people playing hard mode, and you have a little build, and you can only have 5 people over, and you can only sell 10 items, and it's all fun. And I've never done one, and finally I'm ready to kind of build up my island for people to come over and for me to participate in the markets. But if you don't know this about hard mode, also there is a list of items you're supposed to do every day. It is a daily checklist, if you will. So we're going to go ahead and do our dailies for the day. Did all my Nook Miles tasks. I did my daily stretching. I did my NPC task. I bought some items from Nooks. I bought some items from Able Sisters. I didn't water my crops because I don't have any crops yet. And I didn't talk to Katrina because I don't have Katrina yet. I also did some dailies I like to do, like getting my DIY recipe, talking to all of my villagers, and digging up some fossils. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started with this build. There's a lot that we need to talk about. First of all, I finally got my glasses and my character doesn't look so strange to me anymore. It's starting to look more like me, which I'm very happy about. But anyways, to do this like market and to have people over, my island is a hot mess. So I need to clean it. And I need to clean it badly. So first, before we start doing all the building and all of that, we gotta clean this bad boy up. So I'm gonna go section by section and just kind of pick everything up. Gotta drop off all my bugs and fish. This is my bug and fish corner of my island because I don't go back here. One day I'm gonna have to find a better storage solution, but today is not that day. Look at this. This is a wreck. I don't know. I don't have a better solution because I just don't have a lot of home storage yet because I haven't paid off a lot of my loans, which is fully my fault, but you know, I don't want to talk about it. All right, now I'm just gonna take like this section of the island and I'm just gonna pick up all of the weeds and items and everything so I can start making a more cohesive build and start making my island look decent. There's a lot of stuff. I should start picking things up. Normally I need like a certain type of wood, so I just chop down trees until I get plenty of the wood I need and I just leave all the excess wood. Bad idea. I should stop doing that. Alright, now let's do the middle part. And my pockets are getting full, but we're gonna ignore that. This is so messy. Guys, don't do this. Don't let everything get out of hand. Now, I will say I was putting groupings of items everywhere to help get to 3 stars, but I didn't realize that I would want to be doing a build before I got to 3 stars. But things go slow in hard mode, you know? Okay, this is the part of the island that's a problem, and we're not gonna talk about it because I want to know someone who has all of their items perfectly stored and perfectly organized in Animal Crossing. We all dump stuff on the beach, all right? It's a part of Animal Crossing. One day I'll clean it up and we'll have nice, beautiful, clean beaches, but for now, it's my trash spot. It's my stuff spot. All right, I think I'm about done with this middle section. There's my money spot. Should I money it up? What? Does that make any sense? I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and bury this money spot. Alright. I'm just gonna drop all of these items right here. I feel like this is as good of a place as any. I am definitely gonna have to move everything after a while though. This section now. This part is easier. I can already tell all of this has significantly less on it than those other 2 parts. This isn't gonna take as long. I feel like I'm already done. Alright, I think I cleaned everything up, so let's go ahead and get started on some other tasks. Okay, so for this build, I know that I want to have like a brick code, like a distressed brick code. I know I'm going to want like a sign, and I definitely want a blanket and some blanket fringe. So we're going to work on making those codes, and I am not the best at making codes, so we're going to be very patient. But I have learned, okay, that you can copy a design and then you can keep your color palette instead of making a new one every single time. So we do grow and we do learn on this channel. But anyways, let me go ahead and get started with this design pattern. I think this is as good of a spot as any. So let's go ahead. Okay, hello. It's voiceover Audrey here. I didn't record a whole lot of the process of me making this brick path. I started filming it and it took hours. It took literal hours for me to do this, and I was getting so frustrated. So instead, I saved you all the heartache of listening to me being very frustrated. I'm just going to explain kind of what I did. So I went on Pinterest and I found a brick code that somebody had done, and it was originally a Reddit post. I love how things just kind of get passed around the internet. It was a distressed brick code that was in like different shades of gray, and the original creator is Quade Presso. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That was the original creator on Reddit, and I'm gonna link them below. I don't want to just kind of take credit for something when I totally copied it from someone. So basically what I did is I just they posted pixel art, and so I copied the pixel art and then I tried to do it in my own colors of the pixel art, and I started getting really confused on what was my darkest shade, what was my lightest shade, what were my middle shades. So what I ended up doing, that I didn't really record any of that process at all, is I erased all of this and I just did it in the gray colors. And then after I finished making I think it was a 5 tile path. Once I made all 5 tiles, I then changed the color scheme of all of them to match like kind of what I was going for. Because I wanted like a brownish reddish kind of brick color. I didn't want like a gray or, I knew what colors I wanted. So what I did is I just went in later and changed all of the colors to a color source that kind of matched what I liked better and what I wanted for my island. And so I really appreciate all the like Animal Crossing code makers in the community for being really helpful and, showing their whole processes and things like that. And that's kind of how I did this little brick code here. Okay, this is what I have. This took many, many hours of my life, and I think it's pretty good. Like, I feel like it's what I wanted. I don't feel like it's the best brick code out there. I'm kind of having a hard time with like blending colors and finding the right color matches, but I am brand new to code making. So I think one day I will be better at it. But I also want a blanket code and some blanket fringe, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that right now. I just want like, basic, like just a checkered or plaid blanket and some fringe. Okay, hello, it's voiceover Audrey again, and I knew I wanted like a brown blanket, so I just went ahead and made like a checkered pattern. But after a while, you can see on the checkered pattern that it wasn't like looking checkered because of how the pixel art in Animal Crossing works. It tries to like be smart and like meld things together. So it melded the checker in a way that I didn't like. And so then when I was to like place the blanket down, it would still look like not exactly how I wanted, because in the pixel art it looks exactly like what I want it to look like, but you don't really have complete control over what it looks like. I mean, you have complete control, but it doesn't look exactly like the pixel art because it tries to like meld things together. And I think there's a better way to fix that. Like, I think if you use multiple shades of brown or something, I don't know. So as you saw, I placed the smaller checkered design down and I didn't like it. So then I decided to make a really big one, thinking that if I made a really big checkered design, it would get rid of the aspect of it that I didn't like. So I played around with this for a long time and eventually just made a really, really big one. And when I laid it down, it was still doing the thing that I didn't like. And I think there's a way to fix it. I'm just not the most knowledgeable on that, and it doesn't look that bad here, honestly, but for some reason it was just bothering me so badly because it didn't look exactly how I wanted it to look. So instead I decided to add in another color of a stripe down it, and I thought that the extra color would help. And initially I was going to go with pink and green, and then I decided only greens would look better. And adding this stripe really made it look exactly like what I wanted it to look like. So I was a lot less mad about how it turned out after I did this. It's not ideal. It's not exactly what I want, and I will probably change it later. But for now, I think it's good enough, like, honestly. And now we're getting into me making the fringe of the blanket, and I was kind of like conflicted on how I wanted to do this. I've obviously never made my own codes before because everybody else just makes these amazing codes. So I kind of just made like little tassels that were pieces apart, and then I started adding shading in. And then to make the other side, all I did was use that little like copy over button, and I just copied what I had done on the other side over, and then, you know, erased the right side to make my perfect little fringe situation there. And I don't think it's perfect. I probably will change it, but for now, like, it gets the job done, you know what I mean? Okay, let me look at this. Let me look at this as a blanket, you know? Because I think I didn't do that bad of a job, but let me go ahead and lay down a little blanket here. You know, I'm kind of proud of myself for, you know, at least making codes, because I could have just done this whole island with no custom codes because I'm so bad at making them. But I feel like it's a challenge, and I'm committing to the challenge, even though all of these codes have taken me many hours. It was like daytime. It was like bright when I started this, and now it's golden hour, and I'm probably going to be building into the night, and that's perfectly fine, you know? We live, we learn, we have a good time here. Okay, it definitely looks like fringe. It doesn't look the best, but you know, it looks like fringe, so we're just gonna go with it. Alright, I think it's time to start placing some items down and figuring out how we're gonna do this build. Okay, I have a pocket full of items, and I'm wearing my wetsuit to free up more space in my pockets. And I haven't played Animal Crossing in so long, I forgot how to place items down, but we're not gonna talk about that. Alright, barrel. Oh my goodness. Barrel? Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm going for a very cottagecore thing, if you can't tell. Alright. Now that's a look right there. Okay, now it's time for a flower. Oh my goodness, guys, look. Look, it's it's really coming along, isn't it? Alright, now we gotta put our obligatory custom code down. Alright, so over here is Nook's Cranny, and what looks better next to Nook's Cranny than a bunch of cardboard boxes like they got a bunch of shipments in? It's so good, you know what I mean? Like, it's just on brand, it's on theme. We couldn't do anything differently. It would be a crime to Animal Crossing. Oh yeah, look at that. Another box. We need some height though. We definitely need some height. And what if we got that height with... Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, that's not what I meant to do either. Hang on. Oh no! I'm not doing well. Oh, there we go. Look it! Wow. So I want the brick pathing to go up to the villager homes, and then I want the dirt pathing to be like the path that I walk on, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that does, but you'll get it. Alright, that's kind of cleared up. Let's fix how this is looking, because it's looking a little sad. Alright, perfect. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think this looks like something. I think this is coming along. We got our, you know, our brick pathing. I do think the dirt path looks a little awkward. I might try to fix that here in a second. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, okay. A little bird bath in front of your house. Very cute. Alright, this tree is not doing it for me. I want it here in the center instead of that rock. And then we're gonna... Okay, watch this, guys. Hang on. This is gonna be so good. Just wait. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look. That is design right there, if you've ever seen it. Okay, yeah. This looks better to me now. It's a little bit more windy and... Ooh, I like the brick faucet with the brick pathing. Cute. Look at this. A tin bucket. Oh my gosh, guys. It's adorable. Alright, and now we're gonna put like a cute little swing here. Alright, let's place her down. Okay. Cute. Okay, I like it. I like it. And this needs a little magazine for my girl Faith to read during her free time on her little swing. And a tree, of course. You gotta have one. Oh. You gotta have one. Now, I'm going to start blocking out the path. So, I want the path to lead up to Resident Services and over to Abel's. Obviously, from the entrance to Nook's Crannies, Resident Services, and, you know, you get it. I want everything to connect. And so, what I like to do is I like to block out, like, the edges of my version of the path. And then I'll go ahead and add the middle pieces later. It's just easier to do it that way instead of making the whole path, like, initially. I'm trying to make it windy because the path really shines if you make it very like organic looking and not very natural. So even though this is like a straight line up, we're going to try and make it kind of, you know, kind of squiggly and fun. All right, this is looking like something. I promise. Just trust the process. It will look good. You just got to trust me and what I'm working with here. These flowers are fully in my way. You know what? I'm gonna leave that one there, that yellow one, and make a little like spot around it. You'll see. See? Very cute. All right, time to decorate. So cute. Look at this. I feel like it is coming together slowly but surely. What goes better in front of Abel's than an ironing board? Am I right or am I right? And obviously I need to put weeds just everywhere because that's how Animal Crossing works. A cedar tree. Oh, cute. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I think I'm just convincing myself more than you. An old-fashioned alarm clock? Listen, it doesn't need to make sense. Okay, I have a limited amount of items, and we're just gonna go with what we got, you know, at this point. And, you know, it's cute. Maybe somebody sleeps right here. Oh, now that is something. We love log stakes. Here. Street organ. Oh man, I really like that there. Actually, I feel like it's really cute. So I am trying to box in people from like wandering fully around my island. Not that I don't trust people, it's just that it's not decorated, so I don't want people kind of like wandering about. So I think I'm going to put some fencing around this yard to like box people in so they can't fully go around. Fencing. All right, I think it's good. You know what? I really like it. I feel like it's cute. That's a cute little yard for Faith. All right, we're going to give her a flower garden because we're kind of limited. Okay, cute. I like it. And then let's put a seed here. Wow, look at that. Now that is a build. Cute. Okay, I like the balloons by Nook's Cranny because, I don't know, I feel like it fits Timmy and Tommy. All right, this tree isn't doing it for me. I think I actually want to put like a little take one, drop one situation for DIYs. I saw Kato do this with a sign, so I think I'm going to make my own custom code and do that. So let's go ahead and do that. Hello, it's voiceover me again. Are you sick of hearing from me? Well, that's too bad. So I wanted to make a little sign that said take one, drop one. I saw Kato do the same thing on her hard mode island. Basically, she made a little sign that said take one, drop one for people to take and drop DIY recipes. And I thought that was such a good idea because I already have extras. So I found a lettering guide on Twitter by Corey Dune. Kuri Dune. I want to say Corey so bad. I'm pretty sure it's Kuri. Literally, please follow Kuri Dune on everything because their videos are just so helpful and they're just so creative and they make some of the best stuff you'll see. And honestly, such a help for hard mode. So I went ahead and I made the lettering. It says take one, drop one. It's great. And then I made my own little DIY recipe guy thing in there. All I did was I looked at a picture of one on my phone and I kind of made my own colors based off of the picture of one. So it's kind of like a cream, light orange cream color, and then it's like a pinky orange color. There's a little acorn on it. And so that, and the top of it is yellow, and then the acorn color is obviously brown. So I went ahead and I just made that little guy real quick. It was super easy, nothing too complicated, and it does have like little details in it. I didn't add those though. Ooh, look it. I'm kind of proud of that. All right, I'm going to lay a blanket down, and I'm going to put all these DIYs on a blanket, I think. Now let's drop all these bad boys. Cute! Okay, now let me put my sign. Oh, it looks way better with fencing around it. This is blocking the whole situation here. How cute! I like it! Okay, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. And now we'll put the barrel here for the vibes, you know. Perfect. There is room. I promise you there's room. I hate when I do that. Okay, I'm gonna just line the whole resident services with wooden fence. Like I said earlier, I just want to discourage people from wandering around my whole island. Not because I don't trust people, but because it's not decorated. How about a rocking chair? You know what? I like the rocking chair here better. She goes here. I'm gonna put some apple trees and peach trees down for people to shake down and take the fruit, because I know some people still need fruits like me. Okay, I decided I hate the placement of these. Let me change this. Okay, I think I like this better. I don't know. Only time will tell. Let's be real here. Let's fence this in a bit. You know, you gotta fence everything in. That's kind of how I roll here. I don't like this tree. We're moving it. These poor trees, man. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing over here at Rudy's house that I did with Faith. I'm just gonna put like bricks down everywhere and make like a brick, you know, kind of walkway, driveway thing for them. I like it. I don't know. Here it is. I think it's cute. I like it. I like it. So I have all this mess on the beach and I realize now is the time. The time has finally come that I need to move all of it. And it's not like I'm going to move it all to like a storage and I have like a solution. No, I'm just moving it to a different beach. But, you know, that's okay. All right, I think I've successfully moved everything over to the other beach. So we're going to start, you know, building some builds and maybe moving some more trees. But you didn't hear that from me. It totally isn't me that wants... Okay, it is me. I don't know. I'm just struggling with these trees, okay? Now, this is the spot that I'm going to put my little market, and you need 10 items, so I need like 10 little blanket spots here to put all of my little items down. All right, I think that's good. I think I've done it. So I think I'm going to wrap the whole thing with fencing. Yeah, I'm going to wrap the whole thing with fencing, and then in front of it, you need to have a donation box, so I'll put that down eventually in front of it. Okay, all right, this is coming together. All right, these items seem pretty good. I think. I don't know. I don't know what people like. I'll find out eventually. And I do feel weird decorating the beach in the winter because, like, who's chilling on the beach in the winter? Not a lot of people. Definitely not me. Okay, I decided this is not the place for this rocking chair, and instead it is the place for this drinking fountain. Much better. Makes so much more sense, I think. Maybe, probably not. I don't really know. Oh. Donation box. This is integral. This is an integral part of any market, is the donation box. And then we'll put this tree here finally. And as an integral part for any Animal Crossing build, I'm just going to place weeds and custom codes and flowers kind of everywhere. Here's where the rocking chair will go. Now I'm going to place down a little spot. I'm going to have a little painting area. I think a little chair for my friend Rudy to paint on. And I'll put this incense here. I don't know why it's there. Is it there for the vibes? Is it there because that's what he's painting? We don't know. Alright, weed, code, and flower time. I feel like that will just kind of bring everything together and make it all... Alright, I feel like that's good. And now we'll do it on the beach, except I'm going to pluck the flowers off of the flowers. Like that. See? It makes sense, I promise. Alright, I feel like I've kind of finished it here. I feel like the whole thing is done. Let's do a quick little walk around. Yeah, the market's done. All of these are done. I don't think it's like the best build I've ever done, but I had a very limited amount of items, and I feel like I did good for what I had. And it does look pretty cottagecore, and that's what I'm going for. So, yeah, all right. Well, we'll skip forward to the next day, and I'll show you the whole build put together. Guys, this is drama. I had no idea this was going to happen. And also, Nook's Cranny upgraded. A lot has happened. A lot has happened in the past minute. Oh my gosh, we have a camp. I hope it's someone good. Okay, guys. So as you saw, we have a campsite villager and Nook's Cranny is upgraded. So I'm just going to take you around and show you the whole thing, and then we'll see the campsite villager. So first we have Faith's house. Now we've got our little take one, drop one spot. We've got Nook's Cranny. It's fully upgraded now. We've got resident services. It's pretty plain. Able sisters. We have our little market. And we have Rudy's house, which I think turned out pretty good. Okay, let's go see who this villager is. I'm very nervous because it's a part of hard mode rules. If you get a campsite villager, you have to take them, and whoever they ask to leave has to leave. But fortunately for us, we still have some land to sell, so he's not going to kick anyone out, but we are going to have to take him or her. So I want to talk a little bit about the villagers that I like. I basically like villagers that are like neutral tones. I'm talking like browns and whites and grays. And I also want them to have paws, because this is the island of Pawview. So it would be good if they had paws, right? But I'm not super picky. But hopefully they're cute. You know, we don't know. I'm very nervous because it could be anyone. All right. The anticipation, it's killing me. Let's just go in there and check. Oh, isn't his name Ricky? Oh, he's a lot to look at. I don't think he's the worst, but he's not the best. But he does have paws, so I guess he does work. All right, I sold some land, and we're going to put it next to Shep's house over here because Shep is very lonely. And we're going to go ahead and tell Ricky that he can move here because we have a spot for him. All right. Ricky, please move here. Please, please. All right, let's see if this actually sold, because I don't want to accidentally break the rules because I didn't do something completely right. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot of rules in hard mode. Oh, it says sold to Ricky. Okay, perfectly. I did it. All right, That's gonna be, oh, hang on. Hang on, we'll get there. Okay, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. This was kind of a really long video. If you enjoyed watching the video, please like it, please subscribe, and also let me know if you prefer seeing like Animal Crossing build videos as kind of a let's build like we did today, or if you prefer for me to just record the whole process of me building and then speeding it up and talking about what I did over it, like a speed build essentially. So go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. If you liked the video, please like it, and if you want to see more of my hard mode journey, subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.